coming from everywhere. Atiku is promising. Peter Obi is promising. El-Rufai, who is not even running, is promising. Well, we got two guests this morning. There's one in the studio with me, Dr. Nelson Ogbomudia. He's a UN peace ambassador and politician. You're welcome to our studio, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you very much. Now, we will keep Dr. Nelson here. We have another guest joining us via Zoom. We'll be starting with him, a former chairman, Nigerian in Diaspora Organization based in Europe. He is Mr. Kenneth Chibogo. Mr. Kenneth, a wonderful, splendid Monday morning.
Greetings. It's been nice to be on your program. Thank you for having me.
Okay, Mr. Kenneth, very quickly. Rotimi Amaechi is promising Mr. Kenneth, promising Dr. Nelson Ogbomudia, Igaro Ata, and everyone watching that just go and vote for him. 1 year in 2027, that means maybe by July 29, no, by June 29, because he will be sworn in May 29. By June 29, Nigeria will be completely corruption free. How did you receive that news?
Well, you might as well know that I'm also the National Deputy Chairman, ADC, Diaspora Engagement. Okay. And of course, Amaechi is one of our, our coalition partners, so to say. Okay. And so I will basically, I had your introduction from Fashola, Muhammadu Buhari, the former Vice President Osibanjo, saying that light will be, the issue of light problem will be, of the party.
The current president said 2 years he will be done. We've spent 2 years now. We are running on jail.
Yes, I agree. I just wanted to add to your introduction that fighting corruption is not about lofty promises. It's about realistic, systematic reform. And I will just say that the statement by Rotimi Amaechi it reflects the public frustration about these promises you just reiterated on TV. Just about the reflection of that the people are yearning to see the end of corruption. And so he is keen into that sentiment, to say that he is going to end corruption within 1 year. Is that realistic? I doubt, but at least it highlights the trend, the frustration of the masses, saying that these are the things that are very important to Nigerians, because I think our former leader said that either we kill corruption or corruption will kill Nigeria, and we see that today it's actually getting worse than it was a few years ago. So yes, I agree. It's a little bit too simplistic to assume that one can end corruption in 1 year.
Not 1 year, in 1 month, sir.
1 month.
Oh, I think I think it's too simplistic.
You are doubting Amaechi ending it in 1 year. He said 1 month.
Well, like I said, I think it's a reflection of the wishes and aspirations of the masses, of the people. But I think it's unrealistic to end. But then, what probably I hope that he's not taken out of context. But what I basically hope he's going to do is that when the institutions that are put in place to fight corruption are actually engaged and allowed to work. And once, we have the EFCC, we have the ICPC, and once we allow the rule of law and those institutions to function, even from day one, it could achieve a very, very, incredible result. And probably I assume and I hope that he was referring to institutional reform and giving those institutions teeth to work. And if they do that from day one, then of course one can see some very, very immense result from the first day. So probably that's what he was alluding to. But to eliminate corruption within 1 month, I think it's impossible.
Now, but you are in ADC with the same Rotimi Amaechi, and you are already doubting him. Some are saying, if I may ask you, as some of those persons who are coaliting, although President Tinubu have called you and others coalition of confusion, the issue is, are you sure those politicians who are gathering themselves, who have been in office before, maybe have been strong beneficiaries of corruption, can do anything to fight the corruption from where they feast and even rear their family?
Well, I think I would say that it's like being hopeless, assuming that we are hopeless, so to say, to say that because we have individuals who have been in the system before now, that nothing could be done about it. So that means we are just giving up hope. So the question is, the most important thing is that the coalition is basically about having a platform. It's having a platform. It's having bringing in people together, people of like minds, to address the issues, the enormous issues that we have in this country today. Of course, we believe that we are living in an unprecedented time where the prices of food, where electricity, where fuel subsidy all have been removed, hoping to bring in a better Nigeria. That is not the case. And so what I think the coalition is all about is about bringing people together, people who believe that this country can get better. And of course, every individual, including myself and every single one of us, must be held accountable. So we believe that the coalition is about the platform, it's about the rule of law, it's about a new Nigeria, and every individual will be held accountable to their action or inactions. So I think we should be able to give a peace a chance. Let's leave from the first and second republic to even the current president. We know all the issues surrounding him, his certificate, his birthdays, and the rest of them. But today he's still the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I think if he's able to turn the table around in Nigeria, that by today employment is at the lowest level that Nigerians have fully gained, most people will be actually more concerned about those certificate scandals and other things surrounding him. So I think it's about the individual doing the right thing for this country and making sure that they are being held accountable to their words and they are putting Nigerians first. And when that is done, I think the issue of whether they have been in the past government or not will be at the background.
No, now let me ask you. The president, you watched that at the event at the State House Banquet Hall when they had the APC chairman being unveiled, Nantawe Yelwade, and he said it that as far as he's concerned, all of you who are coaliting, let me use that language now, who are coming together, unifying to fight him, a coalition of confusion. And someone on social media, when Rotimi Amaechi promised to end corruption in 1 month, the president now referred to the president, saying you people are a coalition of confusion. And this Amaechi speech, which appears like a future impossible tense, speaks to that president position that you people are a coalition of confusion. That can somebody end corruption in an endemic nation like Nigeria in 1 month?
Well, I think I've answered that before.
Partly.
That basically,
I want to get a clear cut clarification.
Yes, that if the institution of reforms that we have in place, like the ICPC, like the EFCC, are allowed to work from day one. If the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, comes out openly to say, I'm open for, try me, look at my cases, if I have anything in my cupboard, I will face the rule of the law and the rest of them. If the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria can come out from day one to say that, you can imagine the tremendous effect it's going to have on our system. And that's why I'm saying that probably he's referring to, allowing the system that we have to work. And once that is being reaffirmed from day one, but like I said, I hope it's not being put out of context, but to end corruption in 1 month in Nigeria is practically, but I think it's basically reflecting the concern of Nigerians, that one of the issues that is very, very important in this country is to fight corruption, because the corruption we have in this country reflects our electoral integrity, reflects about the right, putting the right people in the right place, and you can just mention it from the schools to the hospital to the government agencies and the rest of them. So allowing the system, the reforms, the institutions that are supposed to fight corruption to work from day one might be what Amaechi is referring to. Well, I'm sure that when the former Edo State governor and the current senator said that once you join APC, your sins are forgiven. I don't think anybody called them team of confusion. I mean, he is one of the best right hand man of Mr. President today, and so again, like I said, we all of us will be held accountable to to our actions or inactions. But what is important is that we should put Nigeria first, and
Okay,
any
because
opportunity, any platform to put Nigeria first should be
we have Dr. Nelson here, and we are about to go on a break. After the break, I will let you take a rest so that I can focus on Dr. Nelson. But quickly here, before let me still a little bit off this discourse. How is the coalition? The coalition look getting tattered, with different factions of the ADC coming on board, many persons washing their hands of the coalition. Fayemi is saying, no, I'm still in APC. Peter Obi appears to be dancing towards PDP. David Mark, Aregbesola and others, and Rotimi are still clinging on to the ADC. Is the coalition not collapsing as soon as it commences its existence?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let me just, if you take just a few minutes. Don't forget that we are talking about forming a new political party, to run the coalition. Well, I think most of these things are actually political strategy. But I can tell you, I've been in the National Executive Working Committee, and I can tell you that the individuals coming on to say that they are not a part of ADC. One, either they have never been in ADC in the first place, or their individuals have been expelled from the party. And so, of course, we know that the government the ruling party is using them, to foment trouble. No, we have a 5-man coalition or 5-group coalition, and I can tell you they have never been as solid as it is now. They have their memorandum of understanding. They are all committed to that. They are all sending their representatives. So I can tell you that everything is going according to plan. And any other thing you're seeing contrary to that are just government-sponsored opposition, so to say.
Okay, thank you. You are calling that government-sponsored opposition in ADC. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is calling the ADC a coalition of confusion. Thank you very much, Mr. Kenneth Chibogu, former chairman Nigerian in Diaspora Organization in Europe. We thank you for sharing your thought with us. And a member of the ADC coalition. Thank you very much.